Okay, let's do it up. Hello, my name is Tian Welliver, and today I'm going to be sharing about my internship at Oakhill Counselling and Mediation Services in Abbotsford, British Columbia. This presentation highlights my responsibilities, what I learned, and how this experience prepared me for both professional growth and discipleship. So how did I find this internship? I arranged my internship directly with Oakhill Counseling and Mediation Services through the owner of the company. I submitted my application and the outlined goals for the course to him, and he accepted me as the intern. I was their first intern, and it was my father who connected me to the owner of the company because he's done work with them in the past. But yeah, they had never had an intern, so he was intrigued by the idea, and he felt like it would be helpful to help me out, and I could probably help him out. So the internship was actually designed to give me hands on experience in both administrative work and professional development. So in my responsibilities in the internship included, reception work such as like answering phones, emails, and text messages, as well as like scheduling appointments, processing client intake referrals, and closing off old files and coordinating with counselors across different offices because we had multiple offices with Oakhill. There was 4 offices, and Abbotsford was the office that I worked in, and it was the head office, and we did all of the bookkeeping and reception work for all of the other locations digitally from that location. I also coordinated, or sorry, that was what I did. I coordinated across all those locations. In addition to that, I created a marketing portfolio as one of my goals, and I made like a trifold brochure, a few flyers, handouts, and social media posts to advertise positions for registered psychologists. They were looking for registered psychologists to work with them. And I also completed 2 digital assessment forms as assessments for behavioral assessments with 2 different clients using structured surveys that we do. And it was kind of interesting. How did I benefit from this internship? I benefited by keeping or sorry, how did I benefit them? I benefited them by keeping their Abbotsford office running smoothly, especially when my supervisor was not there or when they broke their wrist at one point in the internship. So I at certain points had to run the office by myself. And I maintained communication with counselors and clients, and I ensured that their schedules were accurate, and I supported, recruitment efforts with my professional marketing portfolio, and I increased some of the efficiency by handling like callback lists and intake forms and billing independently. So that was how I kind of helped or benefited them. Um, how did I benefit personally? I think that I gained confidence in running an office on my own, and I learned how to balance kind of multiple responsibilities under pressure. And I think that it strengthened my communication skills just over the phone and email and text and actually faxing. I had never sent a fax before, so I've sent lots of faxes now. Um, I also developed a little bit of creativity during my marketing portfolio, which I've done in the past, but it just was nice to revisit that. And most importantly, I think that after completing, like 164 hours over the internship, I was offered a full time position, which was pretty huge. Yeah, so my internship connected directly with a couple of my courses. Two of the ones that stood out the most to me was the Child Welfare Services, Social Work 463, and Psych 111, General Psychology. There was a couple of different things like with just how with the way that people behaved, or different just commonalities that I would find when working would just kind of relate to things. I would have to read a lot of the incidences on referrals, so it reminded me of, uh, you know, child welfare services, just because, yeah, like there's a lot of issues that people go through, and we're doing mediation services for them. Yeah. Um, yeah, I would definitely recommend this internship to other students, especially because they actually just got a new intern in as well. So while I was the first intern for this company, they are now going to continue to have interns, I think just one at a time, but that's still cool. But the intern that they have now is not a BYU Idaho student. Anyways, I still think Oakhill provides hands-on experience in both administrative and professional aspects of counseling. And me, I gained some confidence and adaptability and professional skills through this internship, and I'm sure that other people would also experience the same thing. So if you want to arrange an internship with them, I think students should contact Oakhill Counselling and Mediation Services directly in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, and it might actually be something that might be worthwhile. You could go live in Canada for a bit and do your internship, and yeah, it's they've done it before for BYU Idaho students, so I do recommend it. Um, yeah, in conclusion, my internship exceeded 160 hours, and it ended up transitioning into a job offer. So that's great. This experience, it prepared me for professional growth, and it strengthened my discipleship, and I learned to serve with a little bit more compassion and integrity, and it was a good experience. So thank you for listening. My name is Tian Welliver. Oakhill Counseling and Mediation Services for fall of 2025 was a fantastic internship. So, yeah, have a good day, everybody. Thank you very much. And, yeah.